Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Q&A video. Today I am answering the question about reference photos, so where I actually source and get my reference photos from when I'm drawing a wildlife piece, because pet portraits it's pretty straightforward, the customer sends me those. So this is purely for my wildlife pieces which I've worked on before. I use about 3 different websites to source my reference photos from, and the main one being wildlifereferencephotos.com, and this is a really low cost, easy and friendly to use website. You log on, you select the photos that you want and you put them in your basket and pay for them, and they're about $5 per photo, or you can purchase 3 photos for $10. The reference photos on there are extremely good quality. There's some professional photographers on there, there's some amateurs on there. All of the photographs are really high quality, super high resolution, and the compositions of a lot of them are just amazing. I go there for my big cat pictures, so the leopard that I'm doing a drawing of at the moment, there's been a few time lapses of that one, and also the tiger's eye was a portion of a reference photo from there, and also I started a black panther which I'm yet to finish, and that reference photo was from there as well. I also managed to get my owl reference photo from there, which is this guy here, and also my kingfisher, which I've drawn from a reference photo from there. So I've got a lot of photos from there and managed to create a really lovely portrait from them. So that's my number 1 go-to place for reference photos. The second place which I go to, there's a Facebook group or page, and that's called Reference Photos for Artists, or Artist Reference Photos, and they're free to use, and all you have to do to be able to use them is agree to their user agreement. So you go on the page, you find their little user agreement, have a read through it and sign your name at the bottom, and then you're free to use any photos which are posted by that page. And again, there's a lot of photos on there, lots of flowers, lots of wildlife, African wildlife and things, and there's also loads of domestic animals on there, and anyone can submit pictures to that page for publishing there if they want artists to use them, and that's a really great way of doing it. And I think the wildlifereferencephotos.com, they also do that. You can submit your own images, and again, there's lots of flora and fauna on wildlife reference photos as well. Artist reference photos free to use, whereas the wildlife reference photo you have to pay, but it's not expensive. If you want a really good quality image, you're not gonna grieve about spending $5 or £3.50 if that's what it's equal to. You're not going to have a paddy about spending that much for a good quality reference photo. Another source that I've recently started using is Shutterstock. This is new to me and they are expensive, the images on there. I have purchased a package where I can download 5 images, I think it was for £79, and I'm free to use those images to do whatever I want with. So I can paint or draw from them, and then I can reproduce prints and other items. They're more expensive, but again, the quality of those reference photos is outstanding. They have pages and pages and pages on there, and you could just end up looking forever. If you can handle trawling through pages and pages and pages to find your perfect reference photo, have a look on there. Although they're expensive, the quality of the images are just amazing. I've only used, well actually I've used 2 reference photos from there. I'm drawing a fox at the moment. I'm using a reference photo from Shutterstock for that, and I've also purchased an additional 2 out of my 5, so that's 3 in total, for other wildlife portraits to draw. So they're the main 3 that I use. I hear a lot of information about Paint My Photo, and I haven't personally signed up and used this, so I don't know much about it, but from what I understand, I think it's free to use, and there's a lot of photographer pictures on there, and there's also pictures which artists have submitted of a painting that they've created that you're free to use as a reference as well. That's my understanding of it. I haven't researched it or looked at it an awful lot because I'm happy with my 3 websites that I use at the moment. I do also take my own reference photos with my camera there, and I have a lovely friend called Alice. Her page on Facebook and website is Fine Art by Alice, and she started taking a lot of photos with her friend. I think his name is Snake Eyes Prince. They take a lot of reference photos, and she started supplying and putting a lot on her website, and they're really good as well. I've got a lovely bumblebee to draw from Alice, so looking forward to that. So she'll be another one which I will be going to for my reference images, and I'll pop a little link to her Facebook page and website and everything, and her friend as well. That's basically it. Just wanted to supply you with the information of the websites which I use for reference photos. A lot of people find it difficult to find reference photos that they love, and I used to struggle with this as well until I found, especially wildlifereferencephotos.com. I always add the .com because it is actual wildlife reference photos, which is different but not the same. I struggled with finding references until I found that, because I never wanted to pay, but then I realised you have to sort of part with a little bit of money because you want to support the photographer as well, and it's just worth it because you get such a great quality image. Hopefully this has helped you if you were struggling with finding websites or sources for great quality images. Definitely check out the ones that I've mentioned there. If you have any questions for future Q&As, please don't hesitate to ask. I love to answer them and help you guys, so ask away, absolutely anything. I said in my last video, anything except to do with markers, because they're scary still. I will see you in my next Q&A video, guys. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you later. Bye.